With the release of Wanderer Island in Dawn of Fire, some of you may be wondering what could possibly be next for the game. That's why in this video I will be discussing the confirmed additions to the game as well as some speculations for what could be added. As we all know by now, Wanderer Island just released, being the first new island added to Dawn of Fire in 9 years. And on this island is the home to the adult mythicals and seasonals. However, currently on the island there are only 4 monsters: Gajube, Strombonin, Yorstridge and Bazinga. You may or may not have noticed that these are the first 4 mythicals that got added to Dawn of Fire, so that gives us a bit of an idea on when the other mythicals will be releasing, that being around the same time as their Dawn of Fire debut. So following this pattern, Yehaha will release in March, Cherubble in May and finally Anglo in August. But what about the seasonals? The seasonals will very obviously be releasing during their seasonal events, this being confirmed by the Punkleton teaser, as Spooktacle is right around the corner. This means Punkleton will release in October, Yule in December, Smoochel in February, Blabbit in April and Hula in July. If this is the correct pattern, Wanderer Island will be completed by August 2026, and it was said to only last a year, so any further monsters being added to it is highly unlikely. Here's a question for you: will Wanderer Island be the last island added to Dawn of Fire, thus bringing it to an end? I think not. I feel at some point in the near future we will receive another new island, maybe even 2, or 3, or 4. You get the point. The reason why I think this is because there are many unanswered questions. The one I'm most interested in is, will we see the Ethereals? We know the Ethereals existed during the Dawn of Fire, however they were sealed away in the pocket dimension, thus inaccessible. But this doesn't mean the possibility of Ethereals in Dawn of Fire is completely shut out. The Ethereals cannot go to the continent or the outer islands, as 1, it wouldn't make any sense, and 2, those islands are most likely fully finished. So why not introduce a completely new island, located within the pocket dimension, housing the Ethereals? With the workshoppers or not, who knows, but a lot of people, including myself, will be very happy to finally see the Ethereals in Dawn of Fire. That's pretty much the main stuff I think will be added. Now onto the smaller stuff. New seasonal costumes for other monsters will release, which we'll probably see first in Spooktacle next month. A new soundtrack might be released on streaming platforms like Spotify, with the updated continent and outer islands, seeing as those are finished now, which I expect to release in next year's anniversary month. As for the far future, who knows? We might see some new faces, we might see some old. All I know is that it's never too late. It's never too late for anyone.